The AHOOL is a cryptid rooted in the dense rainforests, volcanic mountains, and river valleys of Java, Indonesia. Its stories come mainly from West Java's Gunung Halimun Salak region, the Sunda people, one of Java's major ethnic groups, hunters, fishermen, and rubber plantation workers reporting strange nocturnal wildlife encounters. Java's interior rainforest, especially in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, was largely uncharted. Europeans described many parts as impenetrable, thick canopies, deep ravines, and fog-covered cliffs. These conditions helped produce a culture where unusual animal sightings were common, misunderstood, or mythologized. In this landscape, the AHOOL legend emerged. The earliest known descriptions, late 1800s, early 1900s. The earliest reliable AHOOL references come from 1. Colonial-era naturalists. Dutch explorers in the late 1800s recorded Javanese accounts of a massive bat-like animal that emitted a loud cry, "AHOOL!" This cry is what gave the creature its name. Many notes were informal, diary entries, letters, and expedition logs, rather than scientific publications. Still, they consistently described a wingspan around 3 to 4 meters, a primate-like face, rather than a bat's gray or brown fur, a habit of swooping low over rivers at night. Locals treated the creature not as a demon or spirit, but as real wildlife, extremely rare, but natural. 2. Javanese oral tradition. Long before European contact, the Sunda people told stories of a sky ape that hunted fish, a nocturnal creature larger than any known bat, something that frightened even experienced hunters because of its call. These older stories did not have supernatural themes, more a mixture of respect and fear toward a dangerous animal. The most famous account, Bernard Heuvelmann's circulated report, 1920s to 1940s. Though cryptozoologist Bernard Heuvelmans popularized the AHOOL in the West during the mid-1900s, the account attributed to him comes from earlier field notes allegedly gathered from a Dutch explorer, often cited as Dr. Ernest Bartels. Ernest Bartels, son of noted ornithologist M.E.G. Bartels, spent the early 20th century surveying birds around Salak Mountain, Mount Salak, Cijenkol River region. Around 1925 to 1927, Bartels reportedly heard the distinct AHOOL cry echoing through the valley. Later he wrote that something large passed overhead while he was near a river at dusk. He never claimed to see the creature clearly, only a great shadow and the unmistakable cry again. In the early 1940s, Bartels allegedly saw a large bat-shaped animal gliding over the river before disappearing into the trees. He described the face as ape-like and the body as covered in short fur. These details were later repeated in Heuvelmann's cryptozoological writings. Though not definitive, Bartels' notes added credibility because he was familiar with Javanese wildlife, experienced in field biology, not prone to exaggeration. His reluctance to label it supernatural made his story more believable. Biological and zoological interpretations. Because the AHOOL's alleged wingspan far exceeds known bats, researchers have proposed several realistic possibilities. 1. Giant bat mice identification. Java is home to large flying foxes, Pteropus vampirus, with wingspans up to 1.7 meters, several rare fruit bat species. In poor lighting or during sudden close passes, people may exaggerate size due to fear, lack of distance reference, movement speed. A bat flying low over water can appear enormous. 2. Unknown megabat species. Some cryptozoologists suggest the AHOOL could be an undiscovered large bat, perhaps related to flying foxes, but far more solitary fish-eating, more nocturnal, living deep in the interior rainforest. The idea is plausible because Southeast Asia still contains undocumented species found only recently, e.g., giant flying squirrels, new primates, rare civets. 3. Eagle or owl misidentification. The Javan hawk eagle and fish owl are both large predatory birds with broad wings, loud calls, nocturnal or crepuscular habits, though their calls don't match. AHOOL! Excitement during surprise encounters can distort memory. 4. Folklore evolution from multiple sources. Real animals may have blended into a single creature in regional storytelling, not uncommon in oral cultures. By mid-century, Java's forest coverage had decreased due to agriculture and settlement. Yet a few reports surfaced. 1950s to 60s, fishermen from West Java claimed sightings of something gliding across river mouths, a creature that plucked fish from the surface, a cry heard deep in valleys, descriptions often mixed, bat features, primate-like features, ambiguous shadows. 1970s, rubber plantation workers on night shift near Sukabumi, occasionally reported huge wings passing overhead, abrupt wind pressure like a large bird, a cry echoing through the whole mountain. Most workers believed it was an undiscovered bat. Modern era, 1980s to present. With deforestation increasing, reports declined. The AHOOL became more a subject of cryptid documentaries, a Southeast Asian equivalent to the Mothman idea, a cultural symbol of the mystery of Java's forests. Still, sporadic sightings continue, 1990s to 2010s. Hikers and park rangers from Gunung Halimun reported shadowy gliders the size of large kites or hang gliders, strange calls at night. Something far too big to be a fruit bat. Many of these reports are vague, but the consistency keeps the legend alive. A realistic interpretation. The AHOOL is best understood as a cultural cryptid rooted in real animal encounters, not a supernatural entity. Its history likely combines rare sightings of unusually large bats, misidentification of owls or eagles, exaggerated memories from night encounters, a few genuine unknown species possibilities in Java's deep rainforest, local tradition that preserves unusual sightings as part of communal memory. Its ape-like face could be an artifact of brief glimpses, fear, pareidolia in low light. Yet the persistence of the unique AHOOL cry across independent reports suggests there may be an undiscovered nocturnal species with a distinctive call.